Hey there coach, it's Carolin Soldo here, and I am here in the Bahamas today with Tara Zurcher. Tara is our in-house online advertising expert. She runs my advertising and she also helps our clients in Brand Your Passions and a Powerhouse Coach. And today, Tara and I want to show you how to use Facebook retargeting strategies to really enhance the effectiveness of your marketing as well as cut down your advertising cost. As always, before we get started, make sure you hit the bell icon so you get notified when new episodes drop every Wednesday.
All about helping you go from passion to profits in your coaching business.
Today I want to talk to you about Facebook retargeting strategies and how I have used them in my own business and how you can use them in your business right now. So Tara, let's talk about why Facebook ad retargeting is so important for coaches especially, and why that's an important strategy for someone to have in their business.
Okay, well, Carolyn knows this is my favorite thing to talk about, and it's true. To really get ahead in Facebook advertising these days, you have to implement a really strategic and powerful retargeting strategy. That's why we're so excited to share this, because when you do that, you will see the effectiveness of your ads skyrocket, really. It just goes through the roof. So what is retargeting? Retargeting is when basically, you guys know, when you click on Nordstrom or any website where you're shopping and all of a sudden you see those ads following you all around the internet, that's retargeting as a pure example. And what it is in technical terms is basically you have a little bit of code on your website and you're able to capture the traffic that comes to your website, and then you can send additional messaging to people who were on your website. So why this is so critical is when you introduce retargeting to your ad strategy, you're going to capture the market that was kind of interested but maybe not quite willing to give their email address that first time they saw you. Or maybe they were super busy and one of their kids called to them in the other room and they put down their phone and all of a sudden they totally forgot they were about to register for your webinar, but they are really excited to do so. So when you introduce retargeting, now you can remind them of what it was they were excited about, or you can continue to give them more messaging about why you're truly the expert, and slowly over time build up that expertise and help them realize, gosh, I really do want to learn from this person. So that's what retargeting is.
Without a Facebook ad retargeting strategy, you're really missing out on a huge portion of the market because people only see from you one time. They only see you one time in their newsfeed and then they may never see you again. Once you have a retargeting strategy in place, you're going to be able to place your content in front of this market multiple times with multiple different angles, multiple different types of value, and with that you're going to be able to build a real relationship. And as you know, nowadays it's all about building that relationship with your market and really positioning yourself as the expert. So let's talk about the initial steps you need to take to set up your own Facebook retargeting strategy and how to get going. So Tara, what would be our first steps?
Okay, step number one is you have to have the pixel in place on your landing pages, your website, your booking pages, whatever pages you're interested in doing retargeting from or to. So the pixel is, people get so stressed out about the pixel, but there's really no need to get stressed out. It honestly takes 30 seconds to learn, and once you do it once or twice, you'll know it for life. It's a little bit of code, and if you're doing Facebook or even if you are doing Google or Pinterest or any of the platforms, they're going to give you a little tiny bit of code. It's about a paragraph in length. You're going to throw that into the header on your pages, on your website. Again, your booking pages, your landing pages, any pages that you have and want to retarget to or from. So basically the rule of thumb there is put your pixel everywhere because you're going to need it. Step number two is that you're going to set up some audiences. So we go through this in great detail, but what you need to understand is that you need to set up audiences of people who have visited your website, visited certain pages, right? So anybody who's visited, say, for example, you're booking a call page, but didn't book, they didn't complete their registration or their application, you can actually send another message to them and say something to the effect of, I'm so excited that you want to book in a call, don't forget to complete your application. It can honestly be that simple. But you have to set up these audiences, which you do inside of Facebook, inside of the Ads Manager.
If you are a coach or a consultant or an author or a service-based provider, most likely you are looking to book consultations. You're looking to book sales calls, or discovery calls, because you know with that, you'll be able to sell your services. Now, to give you a more specific example, in our business, Tara and I are using several different types of retargeting. Retargeting option number one is to talk to people who have seen your opt-in page. Let's say, for example, you're advertising a workshop or a class or a webinar, and someone sees that page, but they don't actually sign up for whatever reason. They're busy or the time wasn't right for them. You want to present them with a second or even third opportunity to sign up again. So that would be your first retargeting strategy. The second specific opportunity you have is to retarget people who are actually already subscribed to your email list. So again, imagine you're running a class or a workshop. You have a group of people who have already registered for your class. Those people then have a next step in your funnel that you want them to take, and maybe that is to book a call with you. So in that case, your retargeting strategy might be to ask them to actually book in for their consultation. And the third very specific opportunity you have is to look at people who have seen your calendar and your booking page, for example, but have not booked a call with you for, again, whatever reason. People get busy, they may be thinking about it, they may not be sure. And in that case, you have another opportunity to go out there with a message that says, hey, now is the time for you to book a call. Go back to our calendar, select the time that's right for you, and let's talk. Right now, you might be thinking, wow, retargeting is an amazing strategy and you want to get started, but then you're thinking, what am I supposed to say, right? The copy is really one of the most important things you need to be thinking about in your advertising strategy and your messaging. So let's talk about some examples and some actual ideas we can give you for your retargeting campaigns. Tara, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. So let's talk about objective number one. So people who come to your landing page but do not opt in. Well, we know that's going to be the majority of your initial traffic, right? The cool thing about retargeting is you have the opportunity to capture another 10, 20, or even 30% of the people who came, left, and you can kind of bring them back in with a really cool ad. Best way to do this is simply to give them a new angle on the same topic, right? So if you were teaching a class or a webinar, you just say, hey, I just wanted to let you know, maybe you wouldn't quite introduce it so directly, but hey, I just wanted to share, more about what I'm teaching on this webinar. Bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. You could also include some testimonials of people who have attended the webinar or the class. Include that as kind of social proof of how great the webinar and the content is. Let's talk about objective number two. This one is very simple. People who registered for your class, your webinar, whatever it is, and you need them to now book a call with you, a discovery or breakthrough call. You want this messaging to be very simple at first. You can experiment with adding on a little bit more complexity, but the most basic messaging usually works really well. So happy you registered, don't forget to book your discovery call. Next. That's super simple messaging and it often works like a charm. You can also add in, again, testimonials, or you can talk a little bit more about what the call will be covering so that they have a little bit of preparation on what to expect. All right, so let's talk about objective number three, people who started to book a call but did not complete their application. So for this ad, you can literally say something like, don't forget to complete your application, so excited to speak with you. And you can also, again, make that a little bit more complex, but I would just start with simple messaging, see how it goes, and then you can add in that additional complexity of, again, the bullet points of what you're going to cover on the call, or what a breakthrough call might even do for their lives, or you can talk about testimonials of people who had the breakthrough call and what they got out of it. Lots of ways you can add in really, really cool messaging there, but honestly, we have seen time and time again that the most simple messaging is usually the one that works the best.
And now we want to hear from you. Let us know what ahas you had from this episode. Let us know how you're doing with your ads and your retargeting, and if you have any questions at all, let's have a conversation. Tara and I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. Let us know how you're doing with your advertising and your retargeting right now, and let's make this a real success for you. Tara and I also have something really special for you. Down below in the description, there is a link where you can download our complete Facebook advertising guide that will show you how to set up your very own advertising campaign from start to finish. Simply go there right now, click on the link and download your advertising guide now.
So focus on your goals, coaches, because we believe you are meant to bring your passions to life.
As always, if you liked the video, give us a like below, leave us a comment, share it with your friends, and we can't wait to see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Do you want to build a successful online coaching business, but you're not sure how to get started and you're scared of wasting time and money on the wrong steps? Let me be your coach and show you the right steps to quickly launch your business, attract the perfect clients, and multiply your income. To learn more, go to coachingbusinesstraining.com.